Hey guys.
Good morning.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Good. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey. All right. Look at this. We got full house. It's good. All right. So, Kazra, Mark, Andrew, Michael, how you guys doing?
Not too bad.
Good.
Doing
All
well.
right. Well, welcome, Andrew.
Thank
I know you haven't been to these before, so hopefully you got to watch the purpose definition video before you got here today. If not, you'll see what we're doing. This is the clarity track. We do this on Tuesdays. Started last week with the purpose definition, purpose statement. And want to go through and ask first if any of you guys have any shares or any updates to that, any questions before we move into the passion section today.
Yeah, I had a comment just in reviewing the video. It can be a little bit challenging as we had discussed previously, but Kazra, I thought you did a fantastic job, and I know it was kind of, really you're the only one kind of, I guess, on the video there, but I took a swing at putting together something, and mine was crap. You did a great job. So obviously, you want to go back and kind of refine it a little bit, but you had a lot of content to choose from to edit and to tweak. So I thought that was actually a really good first swing at that. And second, Mark, these are great. I apologize that I wasn't able to make it on Thursday. I've got one more meeting at the same time this Thursday, and then I should be free after that. But this is really helping, I think, and kind of get the ideas flowing and seeing what some of the other guys are coming up with idea-wise. So thanks for putting these together.
Oh, my pleasure, man. This is it's important. It's important work, and most people don't do it. That's the problem. It took me like 5 decades to get to this. So hopefully you guys are younger, so it's going to be hopefully more impactful for you. So Mark, what do you got so far for yours? What is yours?
One second here. It would be a little embarrassing to share, actually. So I started.
No embarrassment, no judgment here, man.
Creative and inspired leader that develops solutions at the right place, the right time. I liked where you had mentioned something about problem solving. I think Kazra, I think it's probably good to add to that. Again, Mark, you called it out, and I'm seeing it in some of the things that I'm looking at. Certainly, problem solving is the key. Everything we're doing, it's all about solving problems, and it's what kind of problems are you trying to solve. And so I try to avoid having any kind of specific role tied into that statement, and again, still needs some work, but started getting some ideas down there. And just one other comment to what you just mentioned, taking the 5 decades. This is a slow process, and I think that that's probably okay, and good to acknowledge that. I think, again, Kazra, you had mentioned on your call a question to Mark of, when should you schedule your first individual one-on-one?
Yeah.
Mark, we can talk about this later, but I was kind of in the mindset of creating a schedule and then sticking to that. And if that's an option, I'd like to hold off on maybe doing that, only because our time with you is it's, I don't say precious. It's precious. It's a valuable commodity, and so I want to make sure that I'm not just using it as a therapy session with you. I've got some actual.
I want you guys to take the time to do this right, and get. We'll go deeper on our one-on-one sessions where we literally dissect word by word different things.
Yes,
and get really deep into your core whys and everything else. So use it when you want to. Yeah.
Great.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing, Mark. Anybody else want to share, passion statement, want to get some feedback or, any questions about the whole process so far? By the way, hi, Ross.
Hi. I had trouble because when we were doing it last week, I actually kind of liked what I came up with. It was just kind of more about refining it, and I didn't know. It was. I guess it was. Wasn't sure what to really refine with it.
Well, if you like it, then go with it,
Yeah, I did like kind of where I was with it. The only thing I was trying to figure out was in there, I said, something like, problem solving leader helping others and myself find solutions. And I was not really myself so much, but trying to put in there, I've done a lot of work. I have done a lot of work myself, I guess. Mm-hmm. And done a lot of small company stuff like that, where I've really been driving it and leading it, but it is a lot of stuff on myself.
Right.
And I don't know if it's worth necessarily defining it in there as such, or if it's just, that is what I do. But I guess the point of it is I do like to, like, I guess have something of my own that is my end ultimate kind of goal with where I'm going with things again.
Right.
And like I said, I don't know if that's worth really getting in there, if it's going to make much of a difference, or if it is just kind of.
I think, as we do some of these other things, Michael,
Mhm.
that it'll kind of bubble up,
Yeah.
as we talk about the passions and the values and the goals and all that stuff. Some of that more detailed stuff is going to come out.
Yeah.
So again, as I've said before, this is the umbrella statement, right? This is the overarching, and you should be able to fit a lot of stuff into this.
Right.
It's not
And
just
that's where I liked where I
Yeah.
actually had it, because I did think it fit the umbrella actually for what I was kind of going through. Now we've had a bunch of sessions together so far, kind of a break in between. So I felt a little bit more comfortable like putting that together, and have done a lot of that conversation with you already.
Yeah.
So okay.
Okay, yeah, and just just keep that in mind as you start to put to the vision and the values and the goals together, because I think that's where you're going to have all that detail.
Yeah.
This is what I would do in my life. This is what I would do in my career. This is what I would do with my friends. This is what I would do with my finances, that kind of stuff.
Right. Okay.
And as long as it all fits to the top goal, which is your big why, it says, well, is this on track with my purpose? Then you'll know you're on the right track. And if it's like, well, not really, it's like, well, then you got to change your purpose, or you got to change the decisions you're making. And sometimes it is to change the purpose. Like, well, yeah, I think I need to tweak it a little bit. So I think you're going to come up with that as we keep going through these in the ensuing weeks.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
Can I add a
Andrew,
quick
Ross,
comment?
you guys want to share anything?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Cosmo.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to introduce myself because I wasn't here last week. My name is Andrew Funk. I work in environmental remediation services, and I'm just kind of here like the rest of you, looking for sort of a pivot in my career. I'm kind of lost interest in sort of the way this particular industry works, and whether it's really solving any problems that the world needs solved now. That's really it. But I just wanted to introduce myself so you all knew who I was when I was talking.
Thanks, Andrew. I'm sorry I didn't introduce you. I got like right into
That's
the
okay.
business.
That's great.
should have done a quick time. Is there anybody else who we haven't seen or anything, or do you need to know anything about? I'm not sure whether everybody's introduced everybody. Maybe we do a quick introduction around real fast, and because Andrew, you don't know everybody else, so maybe just a quick 30 seconds.
I did watch the video from last week, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm all, and I did take a crack at a purpose statement as well. So I think I'm
Awesome, man. You feel open to share it a little bit?
Sure, absolutely. It's definitely a first go. It's kind of what all of you did last week on the video. But yeah, here it is. I design and implement complex projects for organizations or people who are interested in improving the health or sustainability of the environment. And honestly, that is, I wrote that this morning, right? But that's also very much, and I think some of you expressed this in your own videos, that's very much sort of what I do right now, and not a great representation of necessarily where I want to be. So that's my first.
All right, good start. So here's take it up a notch, and then see if you can't fit like the other decisions in your life in that, with regard to your romantic life or your finances and everything else, because that's so specific to what you're doing now. It is, I would say, do you feel that you were placed on this earth to do that? So if you can't answer that question, it's like, oh yeah, that's my overarching purpose, my why for actually being here on this earth, then you probably too deep, and we're going to get to that in the goals and the vision and everything else.
Cool.
Yeah. And so Ross, do you want to share anything? Oh, I think you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry about that. So this is, I'm going to just paste it out. Sorry about that.
Oh, and after he shares, we'll go around quickly and just like quick, actually, no, you said you saw it on the video. Never mind.
Yeah, I feel up to date at this
You
point.
feel good. Okay.
So my statement is, let me read it out. I'm a dynamic marketing program management professional with a proven record of generating and building relationships, improving operational processes, and managing projects and teams for success. I'm skilled at building cross-functional teams, demonstrating exceptional communication skills, and making critical decisions during challenges. And I'm an entrepreneur at heart and a collaborator recognized for my impassioned approach and colorful ideas.
Okay, cool. So now we're gonna do, Ross, so we're gonna take this like building cross-functional teams. Let's take it up a level and saying building unity or creating unity and collaboration or something else like that. So
Okay.
instead of something specific, we'll take it up a level, and this way we can, I get in a party and I actually unify. I'm the unifying factor in a conversation. It's like, yeah, I do that. Exceptional communication skills, great. Making critical decisions. And so, yeah, so bring it up and say, again, this is what your raison d'etre here is why you're here on this earth, right? And that you could use that statement with any other part of your life, if that makes sense. So we're just taking it all up a level. And I know this is for career. We're going to get to the career level, trust me. But for right now, this is like the foundational statement that's going to drive everything else that we're doing. So good start. And I like I said, just everybody just, bring it up a level to be like, yeah, the bigger reason is, and we'll go back to, let me share the screen, the purpose stuff. So the purpose of the big why: provide you with a sense of meaning, guide your life and career decisions, help you shape your vision, passions, goals, and missions. That's the other stuff. That's where, we talk about the cross-functional teams and the building project or whatever else like that. And this is going to kind of drive the sense of that direction. So coming back to let's go to the samples. I serve others as a visionary leader, ethical principles, management to make a significant difference in the world. That's vague enough where, it's like I could put that to different parts of my life. My purpose is to build a bridge of understanding, however, integrity as others, as speaker, writer, entrepreneur. Again, very large. Okay. So let's go. Any more questions about this? Because we'll keep evolving this. And I think you're going to see how this all fits together, in the coming weeks. And this is like, as we do these things, let's continue to hammer out that purpose statement if you feel like you got more to go, and to make it like just the driving factor, what you actually were meant to do here on this earth. And if it is leading cross-functional teams, so be it. All right.
Mark, if I may, I added some to my purpose statement. I just needed help I wanted to substitute one word, but I don't know what to replace it with.
So can you throw it in the chat so we can see it?
Yes.
That'd be helpful, just to actually see it. Give me 1 second. Having trouble getting back to Zoom here. All right, here we go. Try to live life honestly, integrity, the best version of myself, inspire positive change through teaching, to encourage, engage, and equip others, believe in themselves and opportunities. I know my strengths of problem solving, patience. I can be a valuable addition to any team. Okay, love the first couple sentences. The last sentence I would tweak a little bit. You say, as I'm a problem solver, patient, and add value to team collaboration, something like that, right? So I don't want it to sound like you're trying to convince me as an employer,
right,
or a hiring manager. I want you to say, this is who I am.
But what would you? My only
I
thing
am.
is positive change through teaching. Since I'm not a teacher or a coach, like what would be a better word to substitute that with?
Well, you probably are a teacher. You teach other people things all the time, I'm sure, right? You could say mentor, you could say coaching, you could say teaching. So any of the source will give you words. But my guess is that that's part of your purpose, is that you're here to enlighten and educate others. And it may not be as a grade school teacher or a professor in a university. It's just like, that's part of what you do. You, like, some people connect people. You ever know those
Mhm.
people that are like, hey, you should know this person. They're just connectors, right? And if you
Yeah.
ever read the Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell, he talks about mavens and connectors and everything else. There's these types of people. So your type is probably an educational teaching type person. So that should absolutely show up here.
Okay. Got it.
So you don't like the word. So tell me again, you're not liking the word teaching.
No, it's not that I don't like it. Since I don't know, maybe that's the route that I should go to, since I didn't think that was like my purpose or what I wanted to do. I didn't think it was like good for me to put it in there. But I'm fine with having it. I just thought maybe there was
Let me say, does it light you up when you tell somebody, teach something to somebody and then like, oh, wow, that's really helpful. You know, if they say that.
Yeah,
back.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, you know, that's part of your why, right? Because it's like, that like lights you up. So that's what, you know, as you're doing these things, think about like what you do that when people give you feedback, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, no, and I thought about that this morning too. I was like, yeah, it does put a smile to my face and it does make me happy. So that makes sense.
And that's exactly it, guys. Is like if that's what you really enjoy doing, you probably found something, right? And for me, it's the same thing. It's the coaching, it's the mentoring. I love it when I can help somebody to elevate themselves, right? And to find out something more about themselves. I go home and I'm like, yay. I could be having a really crap day and I'll go and coach somebody, mentor them, and they're like, wow, that really helped. And then my day turns around. And I know that's like part of what I was meant to do. So it may be you just like to build things and create and envision, and it just makes you feel really good when you create something. Or it could be that you really feel good when you connect people. So you're a connector. So look for those clues and go back in your life and see where it is that you really, really enjoy the accolades or acknowledgements, what people come to you for advice for, or why they come to you, and what you really love doing that comes as easily as breathing. That makes sense. Okay. All right. Any more questions? Yeah.
Just a quick comment, Kazra. I was working with a bit of this in my own, but where you weren't sure about teaching, I think maybe leading by example or servant leadership, something along those lines. I don't know if those are exact words, but kind of.
No, leading by example is probably what I wanted to write, but couldn't. Yeah. No, that's a good one. I will
still kind of the same. Yeah. Same kind of idea.
Yeah. Role modeling. Great.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. And the connector piece, Mark, thank you. I think that's something I'll be able to use. I certainly enjoy doing that. But if I could real quick, the one slide that you had where you show, I know they're just thumbnails, but you showed the actual collateral, the actual documents that we'll be working towards. That helps a lot to actually just kind of envision something all together in one package. So, seeing where this is all going, that was helpful. And second, and I don't know if this is, relevant or not to take a religious slant, but this reminds me very much of the book Purpose Driven Life. I don't know if any of you guys have ever read that. Rick Warren put that together. And so there's, he's a pastor, and his whole thought was, there's a religious take on that, but he makes it very clear up front too. That's his reason for driving that. You could still apply the same principles to finding out what is your purpose. And that was no easier than this is. So it's a challenging exercise. So really, if you haven't tried to solve that question, answer that question, or solve that problem before, take some soul searching, take some deep thought to figure out, okay, at least that's been my experience. Maybe
you're absolutely right. Yeah. And most people, like I said, don't do this work. So that, you come at it like a resume because you feel like you need to convince somebody. And so it's like, no, this is for you.
Yeah.
And this is what you're all about. And again, it answers the question, why am I here? It's that philosophical question, and most people don't ever sit there and think about that too much. So,
right.
And once you get that, it really does help kind of drive the whole direction of what you're doing. Had I done this years ago, I would have never probably gotten some of the jobs I did because I took it for the title, the money, that kind of stuff. And it just didn't really fit what the whole purpose was, which was for me helping other people, which I wasn't doing at all in my jobs, really. I was helping people watch more TV. It's like, yay. That didn't work.
Do you think, Mark, that there will be an answer to you? I love the way you put this, what comes as easy as breathing, and when people come to me for advice, there's a definitive, there will definitely be an answer, you think, for all of us for that? I off the top of my head, I don't know what comes as easy as breathing.
I think, yeah, if we keep doing this work, yeah, you'll
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's why I'm here. It's like,
Okay.
and it could be, some people's purpose is literally to be a family person, to raise their kids. That's what they're here for, you know, and that their whole life revolves around that. Mine's not. And I don't feel bad about that. I'm still a good dad, but it's not like my life wasn't here to raise my kids. My life is here to help a lot of other people to figure their stuff out so they can make an impact in the world. You know, I'm just kind of a facilitator, if you will. And then when I discovered that, it just makes it so much easier because I know that I don't belong in the corporate world. That's not me. And then I should be up in front of other people and helping them bring it all together, you know, and I'm getting better and better at that. But once I finally figured that out, the money and all the other stuff just comes, you know, and it just like, it shows up. And it was scary because like, well, how do you make money from that and do that other stuff and put the kids into college and everything else. And once you're aligned to that purpose, stuff kind of falls in place. Cool. All right, let's jump to passions today. So this is what fuels. Let's go back to the definition so we know where we're at. So if the purpose is the why, providing the sense of meaning and guiding your life decisions, this is the fuel. This is that's driving you forward. It's a sense of energy for something. And it can be derived from achievement, a search for meaning, compassion, contribution, creativity, playing, enjoying. There's a lot of different things that you could be passionate about. You could be passionate about people, you know, hobbies, so forth. So the definition that I found fits fairly well. It's a feeling of intense enthusiasm towards a compelling desire for someone or something. Passion can range from eager interest or in an admiration for an idea, a proposal, or cause, to enthusiastic enjoyment of an interest or an activity, to a strong attraction, excitement, or emotion towards a person. So what's the difference? Just passions are about emotions. It's the motivation makes you feel good, doing what you love. The purpose is your reason. It's the why behind what we do, primarily what contributes to the world. Where passion can be all over the place, wild, exciting. Purpose is more focused. So here we go. All right, so here's going to be our exercises for today. We're going to take a few minutes on each of these. And number one, we're going to make a list of all the things you love to do, everything that brings a smile to your face. Two, we're going to take an inventory of your achievements, what you've really excelled in to date in your life, personally and professionally. And three, we're going to acknowledge your gifts and talents and make a list of what's really special to you and what you feel sets you apart from the human race. You just do this really well. And we'll take like 5 minutes on each of these and do a little share. And then we're going to go in maybe a couple minutes and go answer this question. My life is ideal when I am. And some of you might have done this already. So we're going to refine this a little bit more. And then we're going to go and figure out when my work life is ideal, I am doing what. And so let's start with a few minutes on number one. What time is it now? 9:24.
So are we just doing number one right now? We're not doing all
That's
three.
it. Yeah. And then just make sure we're on the right track. I don't want everybody to go down and like, oh, we should have done it that way. So let's do number one, just for 2 minutes and just stream of consciousness, all the things that you love to do. All right, we'll start now. Do about 30 more seconds. All right. So let's just run through each of you guys. Just give me your like top 3 or 5. Kadra, you're on my left-hand side of the screen. You start.
Okay, sure. I put love playing sports, mainly soccer and beach volleyball. Love being alone with myself and just watching shows and movies that interest me, that alone time. Spending time with my family. Helping others, being like an open ear or shoulder, or just giving out advice to people. Those are the things that, yeah, mainly.
Awesome,
I
man.
like.
Great, awesome. Mark.
So we're just going over number 1 right now, or all 3?
Yeah, just number 1. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like a few things in number 1 that kind of really stick out for you.
Yeah, I enjoy connecting people, creating or ideating, and this kind of just came to me now. Actually, showcasing. So, whether it's work that we've done as a team, or a product. I enjoy working with customers and showing what it is that we bring to the table.
Perfect. Good. And these are all clues to the career later on too, by the way.
Okay.
If you like that stuff, you're probably not going to be the happiest in operations.
Yeah. Explains a lot right now.
Yeah, right. All right, Andrew.
I had read, learn, be outside, be with friends, family, and then art, woodworking, and competing in athletics or games, mental exercises.
Good, man. I'm gleaning stuff from you guys too. I'm like, oh yeah, me too. Let's write some of this down. Like competing, yeah. Okay. Michael.
I got watching, discussing sports. It's also involves playing. Love golfing, being outside, stuff like that. Diving into a movie or series, something that really has some like meat to it and kind of dig into it. Exploring new areas and towns, checking out like the local businesses. So travel, but like also like that local travel. And trying new things like in foods, breweries, stuff like that. That's also kind of local and around.
Love it. Okay, cool. Gleaning from you too. Okay, Ross, what do you got? We lose him.
I'm here. Okay, so for me, it was creating design spaces, both indoor and outdoor, that bring people joy and tranquility. Work with small organizations to identify areas of opportunity to improve their online presence and create brand enthusiasts. Helping others create curated travel experiences to experience the world around them in a unique way. And teaching college students in marketing business by bringing real world examples into the classroom.
Wow, specific. That's great. Love it. Cool. All right, this is all good, guys. And then if you want to take it to another level, what you can do is start to categorize these, like group them together. Okay, this all has to do with physical activity. This all has to do with mental acuity or something else like that. And then see like, where those things fall out. So that's good. All right, so let's go to number 2 and take an inventory of your achievements. Like, so if you're looking back over your life, what have you excelled at, both professionally and personally, and what are you most proud of? So just take a couple minutes to write this down. Give another 30 seconds. All right, I'm looking forward to hearing the achievements. Ross, we're going to start with you this time. Go the other way around.
Okay. As for me, so I launched a successful Kickstarter campaign to launch a men's fashion line. I launched a new co-branded credit card program for Princess Cruises, and I've been recognized for my design skills by designing two outdoor spaces other than my own for family and friends. That's all I have so far. That's all I have so far.
You create. You're a creator, you're a builder, designer. Like it. All right, Michael.
So personally, sports was when I was younger, before I had banged up my knee. My relationship with my wife, but then I'm more professionally, customer vendor relations is something I do. That, proud of taking over the cross-functional roles I've had to do and learn about everything kind of on my own. So I've been able to pick things up very quickly. And then basically building a company, because we revamped the whole thing when I came in there, and proud of what I did there, but tired of it. So that's what I got.
Cool, love it. Good stuff, Michael. Thanks. Andrew.
Right. I put traveled the world alone, created deep, lasting friendships, run a successful business, helped thousands of people in Honduras with access to healthcare through nonprofit work.
Awesome. Nice. Mark.
Boy, Andrew, really make me reevaluate my my life choices. First, I've excelled at each of the passions that I listed above. So those are things that I have done well. In addition to that, and so just connect people, creating, ideating, showcasing friends and family, building relationships. In addition to that, I've excelled at when it matters to me. I've excelled at setting and achieving goals. And so whether that's been various degrees, previously custody or rank in the military, when there's something that really matters to me and I set out a goal to go and achieve that, I've done that. I've certainly failed at trying to achieve certain goals too, but when it really matters, I've been able to come through. And then excelled at parenting, in part by leading by example.
I'd say you probably haven't failed. You probably had some learnings in there. You don't fail until you stop trying, right?
Yeah.
All right, Kazra.
I honestly drew somewhat of a blank here because at this moment I can't think of anything. But just while I had my internships, always being there for other people when they needed help, like if they quickly needed something, I would get it. Sports wise, like Michael said, a lot of achievements in soccer, but like those was years ago, and like to tie communication with that, playing any kind of sport helps you with your communication skills. So maybe that might be an achievement. But as of right now, that's all I have.
That's good. Nothing wrong with that. Good. Thanks for sharing. All right, let's just take one more minute to do the gifts, because I want to get on to the next statements, which are really important. Just like acknowledge your gifts. Make a list of the things that you do really well. And it's going to tie into the stuff that your achievements, obviously. So you should be able to nail this quickly. All right, let's run through these real fast. Just give me some of your top gifts. And Andrew, why don't you start?
I I was still working, but I got independent, caring and open to others experience, good at taking, I didn't really figure out the words for this yet, but good at learning quickly and teaching others.
Excellent. Nice. Michael.
Yeah, it's working with others, the communication. I feel really good about with people. Got to pick up and learn on the fly a lot, and being able to find answers to the questions you may not have at the ready and at hand. And there's a word for this that I'm missing, but memory retainment. It's not just memory. I'm really good at taking things, and I can remember, oh, we worked with that guy 4 years ago. He bought this, sort of thing.
Dude, I need some of that.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
That's great. Awesome. Okay, Ross.
For me, it was collaborating with others to bring unity, an eye for design, whether it's a website, marketing site, or outdoor space, compassion, helping others, and bringing humor to the workplace to break the ice and connect with people.
Cool. All right. Mark.
Creative, empathetic. Typically, I'm not sure if this is the right way to word this, but I can read a room, got a good idea of who's who. I think that might tap into a bit of emotional intelligence. I've felt in the past that as I go, the team goes, or my mood almost even sets the tone. Need a little bit more work there, but I know that there's something that I can kind of capture there.
Yep.
At least I think so.
Cool. And Kadra.
Being extremely patient, easy to make friends and connections, good communication skills, fast learner, problem solver, somewhat easy teaching others.
Nice. All right. So let me just say, I love diversity here and how all you guys are unique, different, and have all these different gifts and talents. It's always fascinating to me. It's like people say, "Oh, how am I different than everybody else?" And you are. It's like everybody's just like has their unique set of gifts and talents and abilities that will make you perfect for certain roles and so forth. So I just thank you for sharing. And this is going to tie in well to the Thursday session. We're going to do, I think we're going to work on defining professional expertise. So this is kind of go directly in. It's like, okay, what are your talents? What are your gifts professionally, and what could we bring to the world? So just know that this is going to feed into Thursday's session. All right, so the passion assessment, this comes from a book called, I think, The Passion Test. And it's really, the book is like 200 something pages, but it comes down to these two questions. My life is ideal when I am. Actually, that's the only question. I kind of took it and created a derivative, say my work life is ideal when I am. So we're gonna work on answering these two questions right now in light of what we just did, the pre-work. And I want you to begin each sentence. It says, my life is ideal when I am, and it can look something like this: enjoying a loving, nurturing, sensual relationship, traveling to foreign places, sitting at the beach, writing mystery novels, stuff like this. So it just ends that sentence. My life, oops, wrong one. My life is ideal when I am, and then finish the sentence. So I'm gonna give you a couple minutes to write out as much as comes to your mind. And let's go now.
This is personal life, not career, right?
This is personal. Oops, I keep going the wrong set. Yeah, that one. We'll do professional next. What are you doing? Where are you? How do you feel? Who are you with? Give it another 30 seconds. Cool. All right. Anybody want to share?
I could go.
Cool.
I put just being genuinely happy. Also doing charitable work such as teaching people English, just like when you come from a different country, like I did, I was put in an ESL class, English as a second language. And, you know, seeing how the teachers interact with people and how they teach English to non-English speakers, it's very sweet. And I kind of picked up on it. So I kind of like to, you know, pass, kind of like do the same thing because I know how hard it can be and how much joy you get out of it while teaching someone else a language and helping them grow, whether it be school, for their work, just to set their life. Traveling with my partner or family, if I have one at the time. Being able to achieve the goals my best friends and I set when we were younger, like when we reach this age, we want to have this, that. So
Awesome.
all of that.
All right. Very nice. Cool. Anybody else want to share?
I actually
Sure.
did some of this already with you earlier, so I had a whole list of them. um, some of them are golfing with my friends early morning as the sun comes up, spending a day on a couch with my wife watching shows and a movie, my parents' house with my whole family around feeling secure, traveling to a new place with my wife and getting to explore the area and meet new people, relax with some beers and food, watching a sporting event I'm excited about with my wife, friends, or family.
Cool.
At a restaurant for a great meal you haven't had before.
Yep. All good stuff. Cool. All right.
Yeah, I can jump into so I do some vacationing with family and celebrating my family's successes, relaxing in a clean and orderly home, doing well financially, exploring new places, not in the doghouse with anyone. I'm sought out by friends and family for any number of reasons, advice-wise. I'm watching a movie or reading a book by the fire, snowing outside. We're in the mountains with the family, and there are no distractions or responsibilities. It sounds like vacation or retirement, but it's certainly enjoyable. And I'm connected in my faith, and it feels strong.
Yeah, connection is a big one for you, man. I hear that one a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Anybody else want to share? I'm not gonna make you.
Well, I'm happy to. Mine are a little less detailed, just a bunch of couple of words, but traveling outside, reading, learning with friends and family, in love, cooking, growing food, learning languages. I've got more because I went short here, but
That's all right. Any themes or patterns you're seeing?
definitely sort of design, art, being with people that I care about. Yeah, traveling, challenging myself, pushing myself. I think are definitely themes.
Got it. Cool. All right, Ross, you want to share anything?
My life is ideal when I'm experiencing other cultures through travel and connecting with perfect strangers during my travels, and also spending quality time with friends and family.
Cool. And what would you say a theme for you is?
For me,
Yeah.
probably just connections with people from different cultures and experiencing new things while I travel.
Cool. Okay. Awesome.
That's a really good one, actually. Yeah, I just added that one. Exploring new cultures. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to the second half of this. And now we're going to hone in on the professional side of it. So when my work life is ideal, I am. And let's do some samples. Leading a team, developing an intricate spreadsheet, solving challenging problems, working in a fast-paced environment, creating new process. Feel free to glean from these two. I mean, you don't have to think of everything on yourself. So, oh, yeah, that's one, just take it in. Enjoying a business dinner with clients, managing a fast-paced cross-functional project, assembling presentation, lots of stuff here. So let's give it a couple minutes and make this professional now. All right, give it about 20 seconds. All right, anybody want to step up?
Happy to. My work life, and in all fairness, some of this is just a direct rebuttals to what my work life is like. My work life is ideal when I'm working on projects that I care about, leading or working with teams of intelligent people, given input into each phase of a project, taking time off to recharge, and pushing my boundaries and learning.
Great. Cool. Michael.
Ideal when I'm feeling confident, working with partners to come up with a solution to an issue, feeling fulfilled and passionate about what I'm doing, finding solutions for a buyer, something they're really interested in, feeling happy about being able to help them, able to make others feel heard and come up with solutions that work for everyone. And feeling that the effort I'm putting in is appreciated and benefiting my personal life through compensation and personal growth.
Nice. Cool. All right. Any other guys?
I could go. So business dinner and business trips with clients, coming up with new ideas, such as also being able to problem solve at the time. Like, so coming up with new ideas and problem solving, having a good work-life balance, not being a workaholic, having enough time to spend with my family, being in an industry I have passion about. In this case, it would be sports, but just, yeah, loving what I do, like waking up every day, being happy to go to work and not like, oh, I have to.
Great. Awesome. Mark, Ross, you want to go?
Yeah, happy to. And just jotting down some of these. You guys have got some great ones here too that I agree with. But reflecting and thinking through new processes, writing and documenting ideas, presenting findings and persuading others, enjoying business dinners, brainstorming with creative colleagues, working through projects that I care about. When I'm confident, fulfilled and passionate about what I'm doing, recognized for my efforts via compensation and growth. I really thought that was a great one, Michael. Balanced and waking up happy and refreshed, recharged, wanting to show up and put in the work.
Nice. Awesome. Ross.
My professional practices include working collaboratively on a project to bring success to my department, improving customer experiences to increase brand loyalty, improving organizational processes to increase efficiencies, and just overall feeling passionate about what I'm doing at my job. And that passion flows through to other team members.
Good. Awesome. Well, thanks all for sharing this stuff. And I like the sharing part because I know I glean stuff from other people. It's like, oh yeah, that stuff. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. All right. So now what we're going to do. Well, let's make a passion plan. That's the homework. Start exploring new opportunities and see how you might be able to step out of your comfort zone to allow you to explore new things about yourself and to find out more about the different passions and to discover, more about your purpose as well. So another thing is like, let's find one thing this week that you do more of what you love. And so we want to fill yourself with things that you love and stop focusing on the things that you're just tolerating. So you can reveal your passions more easily. So let's figure out some way to delegate or automate or hire out or just stop doing this week and fill it with something that you really enjoy. And then the mindfulness practice. I don't know how many of you guys do journaling or yoga or meditation or go out and take walks or just get outside. But try and do that like literally every day, just to quiet the mind so you have a chance to just like ruminate on this stuff. And then, go from reactive to a more thoughtful mode. And then start, if you can find other people like this, there's meetup groups, join a club or writing or running or men's group. I literally just started a men's group this week up here in Denver. There's something called Everyman, and it's all virtual. I'm so tired of virtual that I said, I'm gonna start something personal. And so I went and I got bunch of guys on this site and said, hey, do you guys want to meet in person? And we're going to do that in 2 weeks, which is really exciting. I've never been part of a group like that, a mastermind or a men's group or something else. That really good because you get to share and explore emotions and things like this openly and without judgment. And it's really kind of cool. So anyway, just want to give you an aside of what I was doing on this one. And then, just go deeper into your interests and opportunities and see, just live life once, right? So you might as well go out there and do this now because the proverbial bus could be right around the corner. So I'm going to go around the room right now and ask you, like, what's one thing, just one thing that you're going to do a little bit differently this week from this list or something else based on the work we're working on together. So anybody wants to step up. I told you mine. Mine's going to be my men's group. But what else is somebody going to do this week?
I can start.
Yeah.
So I can't say I meditate consistently, but I do it here and there. So one thing would be, I would like to start meditating right when I wake up and right before I go to sleep.
Great.
Also, we live in California. I live in Los Angeles. The weather is great. Like, we should probably get out more and start walking, just exploring. So I'm probably going to do that. Got to do that a lot more than I already do.
Right, I'm writing this stuff down because I'm going to ask you about it next week.
Sure.
All right, so to keep the accountability going. So that's great.
Yeah.
So a little more meditation and walking. Just a suggestion, I don't know if you know, but there's a lot of meditation programs out there. There's an app called Calm. You can go to Apple Music or Spotify or any of those, Pandora, and they have meditation collections. There's some great music you can download. You don't have to meditate like a monk, 2-3 minutes, get it done every day, and some days.
I have a good one that I could also recommend if you guys want. It's Insight Timer.
Insight Timer, yeah. Cool.
That's a good one as well.
I've heard that one.
It's free, no subscription.
Perfect. Thanks for the share.
Got it.
All right, who's next?
Happy to go. So I mentioned the mountains earlier. My family and I are going to the mountains this weekend. Lake Arrowhead. So I guess that kind of qualifies, but just unplugging, recharging, just my immediate family, my wife and the girls, and do some exploring while we're there. So looking forward to that. Meditating, great idea. I've got the Calm app. Just recently got that, so I'm trying to use that a little bit more. As far as groups go, yes, we have a small group through church. It's been tough to keep that going virtually, but I've been trying to drive keeping that together. So just working on getting all of them together, and then just dedicating even more time where I can to really focusing in on this, on all the work with C Synergy, the work we're doing together with you guys, and making sure that this is coming together the way that we envisioned at the beginning.
Excellent.
This is Andrew. I'm going to work on my Spanish every day this week. Makes me feel very happy, and I'm going to Honduras and Mexico in the spring. So
Nice. Okay. Does that make you does that like get you relaxed and just kind of in a mindful state? Yeah.
Speaking Spanish which is just my second language. Like speaking a second language is one of the most relaxing experiences. Like it's very difficult. I find it. Yeah, it is. It is exactly what we're talking about. Like an aha, calming, refreshing experience.
Excellent, man. Oh, by the way, I'm going to Honduras in February.
Oh, excellent.
Actually, just the island, the Roatan, how you say it?
Yeah, Rotan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We're gonna go dive and stuff out there. So
Cool. It's beautiful there. The reef is really cool.
Looking forward to it. All right, Michael.
The try these last 2 months have just been like nonstop, go with work and everything. I'm gonna try and get out and walk every day this week, take my dog out. So my sister's coming in from out of state, so spend some time with her and try to take my mind off work stuff and spend a little time with her and explore around, do a few fun things.
Nice.
And try and relax a bit more.
All right, man. Sounds good. Ross, bring us home, man.
For me, I'm gonna take a couple online enrichment courses through Udemy.
Okay.
Nice.
Is that gonna be relaxing for you, or is it work?
No, I think it's just gonna be helpful for me as I move along this path.
All right. What do you do for yourself?
For myself,
Yeah. Get a massage, go for a walk, sleep in. So what do you do? It's like gonna be for yourself.
oh, I was gone for 4 days in New York and I ate like crap, so I'm going back to the gym and eating healthier. So
I'm gonna write that one down too, Jim. Awesome, man. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Any questions on any of this? Any comments, thoughts before we leave?
I got to run too, guys. I got a 9 o'clock, but great to see everyone. Thank you, Mark, and we'll talk again soon.
Sounds good.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys on Thursday.
thanks
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Thanks, guys. See you then. Bye.